earlier on as well, we had Pakistan mentioning Rahul Gandhi, giving out one entire paragraph to Rahul Gandhi when it wrote to UNHRC. And once again, all right, we're first up putting out some breaking updates which are coming in. Pakistan's admission, Kashmir admission, the big Kashmir admission which has been made by Pakistan. Pakistan calls it Indian state of Kashmir. Pakistan continues living in a fool's paradise, continues living in its own world, now calls it Indian state of Kashmir. Big admission coming in from Pakistan. Pakistan's Kashmir admission once again trying to come out with its own version of Kashmir. And let's listen into that comment, that shocking Kashmir admission by Pakistan.
India is trying to give an impression to the world that life has returned to normalcy. If the life has returned to normalcy, then I say, why don't they allow you, the international media, why don't they allow international organizations, the NGOs, civil society organizations to go into the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir and see for themselves what the reality is? They are lying through their teeth. And once the curfew is lifted, the reality comes out, the world will wake up to the catastrophe that is underway right now. India is trying to give an impression to the world that life has returned to normalcy. If the life has returned to normalcy, then I say, why don't they allow you, the international media, why don't they allow international organizations, the NGOs, civil society organizations to go into the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir and see for themselves what the reality is? They are lying through their teeth. And once the curfew is lifted, the reality comes out, the world will wake up to the catastrophe that is underway right now.
And Tejinder Singh Sodhi joining us on the broadcast now. Tejinder, you heard the Pakistani foreign minister there. On one hand, he continues talking about the fake narrative that Pakistan has been trying to propagate since day one in the wake of abrogation of 370. But on the other hand, a big admission, a big Kashmir admission, he says it is Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir.
See, Christine, when Pakistan Pakistan's own bluff has been called by their own foreign minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, clearly saying, calling Jammu and Kashmir as the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. In the heart of their heart, they also know that the Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India. It was Maharaja Hari Singh who signed the instrument of accession with the Union of India, but it is Pakistan which does not have any single document about the POK that they have illegally occupied. Though we in India we have this instrument of accession that was signed by Maharaja Hari Singh with the Union of India, but Pakistan has illegally occupied. So clearly he spoke truth when he says that it is Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, because we have the document that this Jammu and Kashmir belongs to India, but they don't have. They are the ones who have illegally occupied our part of our state of Jammu and Kashmir. So it's their illegal occupation. So they have finally accepted the truth that Jammu and Kashmir belongs to India. Speaking about the lies which Pakistan has been peddling throughout, we know that they got snubbed at the United Nations Security Council. President Donald Trump of US also snubbed them, and now it's their turn to get snubbed at the United Nations Human Rights, where in Geneva, where the convention is still on. We know that India will be using its right of reply in the evening, but yes, Pakistan has been peddling lie. We know that when Shah Mahmood Qureshi says that there has been curfew, there has been a catastrophe, but the people of Kashmir, they have already snubbed Pakistan. You know, there has been complete normalcy in Kashmir Valley, though the reasonable restrictions, they are still in place. Landlines, 100% of landlines, they have been restored. Even internet facility is being provided at various places to the people, to the traders also, and to the students. So So normalcy has returned, but it is Pakistan which wants to vitiate normalcy in the Kashmir Valley, which wants to create a havoc-like situation, which wants bloodshed in the Kashmir Valley, but that isn't happening. So Pakistan is frustrated, and from one platform to another, Pakistan is going with a begging ball, but they are getting nothing from anywhere, and we are hopeful that today also their fake narrative would be...
They do know, somewhere they do know that they should extremely be worried about the state of affairs of Pakistan right now, because remember, even opposition leaders in Pakistan are now worried. They are in fact taking on Imran Khan, saying that he should in fact be worried about POK and then worry about Kashmir later. So constant intervention certainly not going down well with Pakistan right now. And this big admission coming in from Pakistan Foreign Minister, let's listen into that big admission once again.
Give an impression to the world that life has returned to normalcy. If the life has returned to normalcy, then I say, why don't they allow you, the international media, why don't they allow international organizations, the NGOs, civil society organizations to go into the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir and see for themselves what the reality is? They are lying through their teeth. And once the curfew is lifted, the reality comes out, the world will wake up to the catastrophe that is underway right now. India is trying to give an impression to the world that life has returned to normalcy. If the life has returned to normalcy, then I say, why don't they allow you, the international media, why don't they allow international organizations, the NGOs, civil society organizations to go into the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir and see for themselves what the reality is? They are lying through their teeth. And once the curfew is lifted, the reality comes out, the world will wake up to the catastrophe that is underway right now.
Tejinder continues to be with us. Tejinder, that's a big admission there from none other than Pakistan's foreign minister himself, who's now saying that J&K is very much a part of India. And Tejinder, on the other hand, what Western media is he really talking about? Because this is the same Western media which was peddling fake news on Kashmir, and when they were questioned as to how authentic are those videos, where do they have the proof of those videos, how original are they really did not have any answer.
See, Christine, as far as the Western media is concerned, they are peddling the fake news that is being fed to them by Pakistan. We know that these videos, they are being manufactured by Pakistan. They have hired professionals, and we were the first to report that in POK they are shooting such
Tejinder,
videos.
I'll come back to you for the moment. Joining us on the phone line is Republic's contributor Saurav Shukla. Mr. Shukla, big admission coming in from none other than Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi. He says J&K is very much a part of India. Your first take, sir.
Well, what is the reality? I think Shah Mahmood Qureshi, even though it's a Freudian slip, he's admitting it, because this is something which has been a part of India. And as you know, there is a resolution of Indian Parliament which says that the entire state of Jammu and Kashmir is a part of India, and I'm glad that the Pakistani foreign minister, who is normally not known for, he's somebody who peddles fake news, but in this case, I must say that for our change, he has said the truth. And the world now knows that Kashmir, whatever the Pakistani propaganda may be, the entire state of Kashmir, in fact, in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is the one which is a greater troubled area. If you know of reports which are coming out, that Pakistan is muzzling greatly. There are human rights violations there in the Pakistani-occupied Kashmir. There is hardly any semblance of real democracy. So that is something which has been there, and it only strengthens what India has been saying for all along, that the entire Jammu and Kashmir is something which is an integral part of India, and I'm glad that the Pakistani foreign minister has also endorsed it.
Right, certainly, Mr. Shukla. Thank you for the moment, for joining us with all those views. Big admission there coming in from Pakistan's foreign minister, says J&K is very much a part of India. Along with that, he's also come out with the same old language that Pakistan has been speaking in, as to what the real truth of Kashmir is. But we here on Republic TV have constantly been putting out visuals, videos, been bringing out voices of the real Kashmiris to negate all of those false claims being made by Pakistan.